The #1 ranked AI model in the world right now is not made by OpenAI. It is not made by Anthropic. It is not made by xAI. It is made by Google. The most used AI interface on the planet is also Google's. 1.5 billion people interact with it through search every single day. Almost nobody is talking about it. Everyone is staring at OpenAI. The scoreboard says they should be staring somewhere else. Here is what the scoreboard does not show you. Google's competitors have a problem they do not discuss publicly. To train their models, they need massive compute, and some of them buy that compute from Google Cloud. Anthropic, the company building Claude, runs significant infrastructure on Google Cloud. Google's direct competitor pays Google to train the model it uses to compete against Google. That is not a business rivalry. That is a landlord-tenant relationship. Google also designs its own AI chips called TPUs. These chips consume roughly half the energy of equivalent Nvidia GPUs. That is a structural cost advantage that compounds every quarter. While every other AI company on Earth is fighting over Nvidia allocation, Google manufactures its own silicon, controls its own supply chain, and sets its own price. But hardware is only half of what makes this position so dangerous. The other half is distribution. Google has 6 products with over 1 billion users each: Search, Gmail, Android, YouTube, Maps, Chrome. When OpenAI launched ChatGPT, it had to convince people to create a new account and build a new habit. 100 million users in 2 months. Historic. But Google deployed Gemini into search through AI overviews and reached 1.5 billion people without asking any of them to do anything. Every ChatGPT user made an active decision. Every Gemini user made no decision at all. That is the difference between acquiring distribution and owning distribution. One costs billions, the other costs nothing. If Google already has the infrastructure, the chips, and the distribution, what exactly does it need at the model level to dominate this entire market? Drop your answer in the comments, then keep watching. The answer might be nothing, but Google is winning there too. Gemini 2.5 currently holds the #1 position on the LM Arena leaderboard. Not Grok, not Claude, not GPT-4o. Google DeepMind published the Transformer paper in 2017, the architecture every modern AI system is built on today. Google DeepMind built AlphaFold, solving protein structure prediction after 50 years. Since April 2023, Demis Hassabis leads a unified Google DeepMind. One lab, one direction, singular focus. The immune system that almost killed Google's AI future has been surgically removed. 3 structural findings from the autopsy. Finding 1. Infrastructure capture. When your competitors pay you to build the weapons you aim at them, you have already won the economics of the war before a single shot is fired. Finding 2. Distribution asymmetry. Google does not need to win users, it needs to activate the ones it already has. That is a deployment problem, not a growth problem. Deployment problems are faster and cheaper to solve. Finding 3. The Transformer originated at Google. The top-ranked model is Google's. The company that invented modern AI, fumbled it, and went quiet was not because it gave up. It went quiet because it was building. Google does not need to announce that it is winning. It only needs you to keep using its products, and you will. This is Billion Lifelines. One company, one corporate verdict. If structural dominance interests you more than hype cycles, subscribe. The next autopsy is already on the table.